Oh, here we are, live with some more Pokemon Legends A. Last time, we continued trying to shiny hunt for Porygon. I went for maybe a good hour and a half, and unfortunately was just getting nowhere, and eventually I caved and gave up. We were only rocking a Sparkling Power 1 normal anyway, and we were running like a 4-star down in a 3-star area, so we didn't even have that much time to work with. It was kind of a disaster, admittedly. But at the very end, we saw that there was a shiny Baniri that, gave us some problems, because we found it with, like, 20, calories left, and I had to basically, I messed around for, like, a good 15 minutes trying to figure out how to get it before finally realizing I could, like, jump off the roof and throw it at the same time and get it that way. So we managed to get a fancy Baniri out of that, and then we just went around and did a couple, I think, of the 5-star areas, because we did the one, and then we called it another, and I think we just got starters. It wasn't anything too crazy, but we might have gotten a good nature or two out of stuff. But today we're going back to shiny hunting, most likely. We're looking for the Gengar line, the Slowking line, and the Porygon Z line. We did make more donuts. Unfortunately, we only got one more Sparkling Power 1 normal donut, so that one's a little sketch. I might honestly try to go for a small area to see if I can do any TP shenanigans, but that one's the problematic one by far. Hopefully Gengar and Slowking won't be too bad. We did get a decent bit more donuts to work with, so we have quite a few options. I do want to probably name this Baniri. I haven't been naming shinies except for the one fletchling that gave me a bunch of trouble, and now this one. I don't know if I was sort of debating between a few. I had like Drop, I had Timer, because I named the shiny fletchling Despawn because it was despawning. And I was like, well, I could do something with that, but I could do like Zero. I don't know if I really care for any of those that much though. I mean, I think my favorite name is Drop, to be honest. One day we also gotta go back to nickname. There's Draw, yeah, Timer. I mean, okay, with Despawn, that makes me want to name it like Timer. Because it's sort of like the issue we were having. Hey, fuck it, let's name it Timer. Just so I can kind of remember that this is the one. I knew it was a, it was in the Pokeball, because that's all I had the time to catch it in. Like, I couldn't switch Pokeballs. Even if I wanted to catch it. I wanted to originally go for a Heal Ball, but that was just, like, completely unfeasible. But anyway, let me see what we got going around. We're looking for a few specific guys. I'm guessing we're going to start just right off rip bench resetting. Yeah, we're kind of just going to see whatever it is that we get and go from there. Yeah, I mean, it's really all I can do. Yeah, no, we have three shiny lines left. I might give up on Porygon. Unfortunately, I ran out of, like, I used, like, all the Haban berries, which is, like, a really good one for, there's that and, like, the Tanga berries, both being hyper, that are good for the Sparkling Powers, because they give a lot of sweet, and I ran out of Haban, and I was running pretty low on Tanga. So I could also try to grind more of those, but right now, I mean, it's literally just like normal that's kind of problematic. I mean, sometimes we have more than others, but, you know, it'd be what it be. Anyway, we're on the lookout for some specific things. That's what I'm gonna just keep doing until we find it. Ooh. We finally got an electric Sparkling Power. We got an electric 3 yesterday, which was kind of nice. We just have the one. We also got some more fairy ones, which was nice, because I used the only fairy I had on the Swirlix and the Spritzies. We got another, like, ice. I think we got, like, 2 more ice things. I mean, we have a decent variety of types. I mean, there's some Pokemon where we still only have one thing for. Normal's been haven't gotten lucky with that. Only have, like, one bug one, for example, but, you know. No. I don't think I want to do that one. I mean, it's tempting because it's the small area and we learned that whole fly tech pretty recently. Just by accident, but I don't think that's the way I want to do it right now. Yeah, I could go here. I want to try to get the 4-star, or 3-star area at least for Slowpoke. I swear they're 2-star, but I don't know. And yeah, the Ghost, like, if I'm going to do a 3-star for the Ghastly as opposed to a 1 or 2-star, it's got to have good Pokemon. Given I already have the full Shuppet line shiny, don't really care enough to go there. We'll see. This kind of depends what we find. Yeah, it looks like we'll be using a Ghost 3. I think a Water 2. And then we're forced in a normal 1, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm still checking everything for some reason, but hey. May as well. Yeah, no, the Ghost, unfortunately, yeah, we don't have like a Ghost 2. We have Ghost 1, Ghost 1 Alpha 1, Ghost 3, and then 2 Ghost 3 Alpha 1s, so kind of a strange combo. Anyway. Yeah, and I've sort of come to the realization between Porygon and Abra that unfortunately the 1-star donuts tend to not be particularly good with shiny hunting. Like, you can definitely do it. It's just the time it takes is not great, especially when I'm trying to be a little on the quicker side about all this, you know? The goal is to get this before I progress to other things. Yeah, I'm like, at some point maybe I'll have to try to burn through some of the random Sparkling 1 powers and just see if I get lucky. Although, they might be worth saving for when I need, like, 1 shiny. Like, if I get, like, 2 out of the 3 Pokemon in Evolution line as shinies and I just need 1 of them or something. Where I'm not looking for a lot and just use it as, like, fill in the gaps, maybe. I don't know. It's tricky out here. TV. Let's see. I don't need, like, any of these. Dino would be pretty cool. I mean, I'm just gonna end up with a bunch of shiny Pidgeys as my one concern. And I don't know what else I'd be really looking for, though, normal type. But we're kind of just putting ourselves in the exact same position we previously were in and just sort of hoping this time it works out a little better, which I don't care for that option, but we might. Let's wait. We'll wait a little longer. Partially, too, just because we have so many damn Pidgeys already. Yeah, I think it would be cool. Audino's got a nice shiny. Mega Audino shiny is unfortunately, like, ass. It's just one of those shinies you can't tell the difference. Maybe they made some tweaks in this game, but from previous games, it's like it's just, I don't know why they botched it so bad. They were just being mean. I'm probably down for this. We have the shiny Loic line, but I do want Griever, and we're probably not gonna find too many better options. Let me just see what else there is real quick out of curiosity. But I think I'm willing to go. I was kind of hoping for the small area, not gonna lie, but we might be able to make the teleport shenanigans work. It just kind of depends on the layout. Plus, we're gonna be rocking a Ghost 3 donut here, so I don't think this is as detrimental. Down. Yeah, so then our goal is gonna be to get 3 Ghastly and then the 2 Grievered as well. Because, like, at that point, I may as well if I'm using the Ghost 3 donut. We do have, yeah, as I said, 2 Ghost 3 Alpha 1 donuts. I don't know if, I don't know how... Alpha 1 is decent, but I don't know how intensely I should use that for shiny hunting purposes, like intentionally going for Alpha shinies. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to think, like, there's Mimikyu as a shiny, as a higher one that... It's also only 1 Pokemon. Like, if I'm looking for only 1 Pokemon, just having a Ghost 1 is probably fine. I don't think what else there would be. I'm not getting very far. Okay. Ghost types. Boom, boom, boom. Not sure, and boom. Okay, now I just gotta play find the Ghost 3 donut. Let's see. And these at least have a lot of time, too, for wiggle room. Because who knows, maybe I'll just stick around. Because yeah, we'll use this excuse then once we kind of get into a flow, potentially, to come up with some nicknames of Pokemon. Because we've been trying to work on nicknaming the 7-star Terra Raid starters in Skull and Violet, the fucking, what are they called? The, unrivaled ones. There we go. Took a sec. So yeah, we do have a few all-type sparkling powers as well, which is nice, although I don't know when or how many use those. Sparkling power goes 3, TC power 2. I would assume this is the one I was looking at. Okay. I have a nice 58 minutes. So we don't even need to be that picky with resets. I mean, maybe every 10-ish minutes. If we're trying to keep on pace. Depends what the spawn looks like. We'll go run around, grab the Pokeballs real quick too, because we got much more time than we did with Porygon, where I had like 20... I think I might have had like 30 minutes, but it wasn't ample. Yeah, like it wasn't optimal. Okay. What's back here? Okay. There's Shiny Lewis back here, I guess? Thanks? Well, that, yeah. I guess I'll write that down. Okay. Wasn't really how I was intending it to go. Yeah, I was really hoping back there would be Ghastly or Greavard. I don't know if we're going to be able to do the teleport method. Oh, we're kidding only. Litwick. Ah. We'll see what happens here. Okay. Thank you, Rocks. Seems kind of mean. I really wanted to I figured out that whole cheese teleport strat. I don't know if cheese is there, but like, shiny hunting method, now I'm like, gimme, 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 I want to do it, I want to do it. Oh yeah, we got the catch shiny Pokemon, I didn't even see that. Yeah, I think that's our 5th shiny Litwick now. We hunted down 3 at some point. For some reason. Bro, is this just all fucking Litwicks? Dude. Oh, this is just Swirlix all over again. Okay, there's Greavard there. Ghastly here. Oh god. Maybe these reset with teleports? Otherwise, we're in a weird spot. So we're gonna be forced to work with it. I think actually, now that I think about it, the first time we're using Sparkling Power 3, which is kind of funny. Okay, the portal should definitely actually respawn the Greavards. Which, you know what, we take. Puppies? Oh, they actually aren't aggressive. I thought they might be. I think they're actually just chill. I don't know if the Ghastlies are gonna get reset by the... He might. There's some Greavard back here. Okay, I think that's all we're getting out of this. Okay, let's find a good spot here. So I think my approach for this is actually going to be try some teleporting and see if a shiny Ghastly appears. I'm gonna be honest, that's my genius tech here. Because this is the fastest way. If nothing else, we'll probably get Greavered out of this. Or Litwick. It'll probably just be like 12 Litwick. Oh wait, oops. Trying to pull up the nicknames. And then I botched it, okay. See, I can just go through this really quick too. Like, I don't have to pay any attention. Okay, we were kind of narrowing stuff down. Actually, maybe I give it like a second just to make sure things properly spawn in. Because I can't see anything. I was kind of just going through it. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I wanna leave off. Also playing my nickname thingy. Guess I need any, or I want to save any names. I guess we just start from the top. See, I was looking at Mighty Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. I had the boring green, red, blue. I had the boring, like, 3, 6, 9 for the Dex entry numbers. And then I was just sort of getting a little weird. I had tried, like, Gunslinger for Blastoise. And then I think I got to Vine to win, Fly to win, and Spin to win, which, eh. And then I think I just started pulling up Overwatch Ultimates. So I had, for Venusaur, I had Sanctuary, Orbital Ray, and Tree of Life. For Charizard, I had Catnap, Barrage, Protocol, and Gravitic Flux. And then for Blastoise, I had Death Blossom, Slash Blossom, and Artillery. I don't think Gunslinger is ever going to go anywhere, so I'm just going to get rid of that entirely. I'll save the name. It's kind of cool sounding, at least. Yeah, Vine to win, Fly to win, Spin to win are all just kind of ass. I'll just get rid of those. I don't know if I really care for 3, 6, and 9 either that much. And okay, let me see. If I were to do the Overwatch thing, I was sort of debating between doing like the shortened version of a name, so like Blossom for Death Blossom, for example, or I think Artillery is that's not the full name. Let me see, like, because or I could do like a long name kind of smushed together. So if I were to do long ones, it'd be what? Like Death Blossom, Gravitic Flux, Tree of Life, or Orbital Ray. And in terms of short stuff, I guess I get rid of Catnap for Charizard, because it's not a cat. Yeah, this is one of those where I think I'm pixeling and be done with it. We locked in for Meganium, Typhlosion, Feraligatr. We did Flower, Fire, and Fangs. The Gen 3 starters are giving me problems. Because my first go at it was Chop, Kick, or Chuck. And then I think, yeah, I was looking at, like, Sunk, Sink, Sank. I had Throw and Swing in there. I had Spawn and Depths. I was trying to figure out, I think... What was I trying to figure out exactly, even? Maybe I was trying to see if I could do... I don't know. And then I had Bug Magnet, Chick Magnet, and Fish Magnet. Or I also had Leaf Magnet over Bug Magnet for Sceptile. And then I think I had backwards, sideways, and forward, kind of based off how the sprites are often positioned, at least in the 2D games. Okay, well, I guess I think throw is an alternative to Chuck. I think I'd rather have Chuck in there anyway. Oh, I think I considered swing probably for Blaziken in that regard. I think we do sunk, sink, sank in that order for those guys. And then I also had spawn in depths for Blaziken, but I don't think either of those really work in any formatting, so I'm just gonna... I do like both the names. But it doesn't really get me anywhere. I don't know if I really want to do the whole magnet thing. So then that just leaves backwards, sideways, and forward as possibilities. Oh yeah, we knocked down stuff for Torterra to Eucalyptus. We were looking at Infernape, it was either Tapanoli or Gibbon, like types of... Well, I think Tapanoli is a type of orangutan, while Gibbon is like a smaller monkey, but... Either way. And then for Empoleon, I had different types of penguins. I had Gen 2, Galapagos, Humboldt, and Rockhopper. Papa is live. Don't call. I'm not that old. Yeah, I'm currently shiny hunting while looking at a few nicknames for the 7-star Terror Raid Pokemon that I caught, the starters in a Scarlet and Violet. So the crazy tech here. I probably should try to see if I think Ghastly is even respawning from this, because I'm not convinced that it is. I mean, the other thing would be to run closer to it every time. Because I think if I get close enough, it should spawn. Anyway, so Infernape was between Tapanoli and Gibbon. Yeah, this is where things get awkward, and I think it just has to... Shiny check. I'll do it in just a moment. I was trying to figure out... Yeah, okay, I don't think I'm getting anywhere with those guys. Next will be the Gen 5 starters, where I have, like, handheld weapons for the most part, although I had to get a little creative with Superior. Okay, let's do a set. Okay, we can go do a shiny check. We're looking at, well, Litwick, which I don't really care about that much, but we're going to check it, and then Reavert and... Yes, nothing there. Do a Minecraft stream. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Eventually my girlfriend and I are planning on getting back to our Minecraft world, but it's been a bit. Okay. I don't think these guys are... Wow, that was... like a massive dud. I might do a reset just to save some quick time. But yeah, that was just a dud and a half. Okay. Nothing over 5 minutes? Dude, shiny hunting's dead. Okay, let me, I think we want to run over by where the Ghastly are a little bit. I think. Let's see. What's the least rare shiny I got in ZA? Ooh. That is an interesting question. I don't know if I really have like a least favorite. Running this way is actually a little over the top. Let me think. I don't think I've gotten any that are like piss poor. I'm not doing a shiny living dex at the moment. It'd be cool to go for one, but not really my main goal. What have I gotten that was like not a good shiny? I don't know if I can think of any that, like, I've gotten quite a few at this point. To be fair, I'm usually just happy to see shinies. The most painful one, long term, was Abra, because that took like 4 days. Wish you could change your fully evolved Pokemon in their Mega in the box, but if you bring it out just normal, it's the Mega. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, don't want to do that though. Womp womp. They're mean. So people could do an actual living dex. Yeah, with the Megas, that would be cool. But I guess, yeah, the gimmick, I guess, it feels weird. It's kind of odd to do it that way, to some extent. I don't know. But yeah, the option would have been nice, I guess. Should I start shining living decks in Pokemon Home? I mean, that's a big undertaking. So that is entirely up to you. It kind of depends on how much patience you have. I have no clue how well this is working either, to be honest. Okay. I'm gonna check again. Nothing. Okay, this is going not ideally. Debating what I want to do. Not that was that long. All normal, all regional forms, all shiny version, including male, female. Oh yeah, have you mentioned that you were doing that before? I feel like you have. Yeah, that's you know, it's dedication. Hey, you know, if you feel you're up to the task, I say go for it. I'm debating if I want to try not the fly method here. I just don't have a great option for how to go about Ghastly. Let's see. I started, but then I got a new switch, tried to restart, and then I immediately threw the new switch at the wall break. What? How did you? Why? What? Hey, I'm sort of testing the situation. I haven't gotten too much luck yet, but I'm seeing what I can make happen. I spawned in with a shiny Lyric and haven't gotten any since. I'm also running over here because I'm trying to get the Ghastly up here. And I don't even know if it's working. I'm assuming it is, but that might be the wrong assumption. So, we're trying it anyway. Don't have a good way of checking if it's actually going to work, though. We might resort to some running back and forth. I'll have to see what I want to do. Fortunately, the Ghastly is just in an awkward spot. Which is the one I need the most of. Although I'd like to see, like, a shiny. Outside of the Litwick I got literally right when we spawned in. But yeah, no, not the best of spots here. Okay, that's not working great. Let's see, something, anything. This ain't going well. I have no way of knowing if they've even used, like, if they're spawning. They have to be. Okay. It's rough because I just don't know if the Ghastly are spawning up there to begin with. Then again, I haven't gotten to Shiny Litwick or Greaver yet, so, like, I think that's almost more of the concern at this point. And unfortunately, they're so far away that I can't, like, use just the teleporter as even, like, a reset point, per se. I can run over here and look at Litwick, but kind of pointless, because I already have that line. And I would assume this would spawn the Ghastly up there. Maybe. At this point now, I'm kind of like, give me a Litwick or a Greaver or something. Let's see. I really... For all I know, Ghastly is actually just straight up there without me moving. I mean, where? Oh, wait, yeah, it's... We are relatively close to where Ghastly is, actually. Maybe it is just spawning. Yeah, no, there's... I don't need to be running the way I am. Okay, well. I mean, hey, if we're really not getting anywhere by, like, I don't know, maybe 2,500 calories left, we can, switch up the strat. Just try some running back and forth. But until then, I mean, it beats me. I can't imagine I even need to be running over this way. But I am, because I'm feeling crazy. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Anyway, back to coming up with nicknames for my mighty starter Pokemon. We were getting to Gen 5. Yeah, so I was doing like a handheld weapons-ish. I got a lot of options currently for Superior because I didn't know how to go about it. Maybe I should lock in Emboar and Samurott first. So for Emboar, we had Javelin, Spear, and Pike. And then for Samurott, we had Katana, Cutlass, Saber, Bolo, Gian, Estoc, and Spadroon. I guess I'll go to Spear for Emboar. Narrow it down to Javelin or Pike. This is why I can't do spreadsheet methods for this shit, because I end up just never picking between a couple. There was Katana, Cutlass, Saber, Bolo, Gian, Estoc. I'm gonna give it a Cutlass and Saber, I think. And Spadroon. We'll start there. I don't actually know if I really need to be walking at all. Probably not. But I guess it doesn't hurt. I'll just run over to the wall. Plus it gives an extra second or two for things to fully spawn in. Which, I don't even know if I need to do that, but... I can't see Pokemon, so we're running with it. Yeah, I mean, most of the things we have... I was like, I could technically do, like, Bolo or Gian and Pike for 4-letter things. But that for Superior, that just leaves either Whip or Mace. I'm sort of like, eh. I guess, let me look up what some of these are. Again, just to see what they look like. So, I mean, I know what a Katana looks like, because that's culturally relevant, I guess. Okay, a Bolo looks like you're cutting through the jungle in a, you know, adventure movie. I would assume Jian. He's sort of. Oh, it's a Chinese weapon. It gives. It's like a very straight, shorter samurai from the vibe I'm getting. And then a stock. Okay, this one didn't even give me an image. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess it's like an old-timey French sword. For lack of a better way to put it. Like that's like the basic description I'm given. Okay. I think katana is a little too boring, if I'm being honest. I think I'm gonna go to katana and bolo. Well, I am saving some of these nicknames for potentially other Pokemon. Just leaves Gion and Estok. I think are more interesting. Okay, we can take a look at Superior real quick. Yeah, I had a lot of... So I had to get a little creative with Superior, given I couldn't think of like something that like a handheld weapon that felt like it embodied it. So I was looking at like nerve agents and shit. So I had I had Poison, Venom, Whip, Noose, Gallows, Petrol, Slapjack, Lasso, Taboon, Saren, Novichol, GV, Sexatoxin, and Mace. I don't think Poison or Venom really fit the theme that well. Nor are they particularly interesting. Whip is interesting. Noose and Gallows is kind of crazy. I think I'm gonna get rid of Gallows, because that's not really that's more like a thing. Well, I mean, Noose isn't really a weapon per se, but Petra. Okay, what the fuck was Slapjack again? I can't name it that. I'm just gonna delete that. I'm not even looking at what that is. I don't like that name. Okay, I'll keep it in the names of potential names, because it is a weird name, but Lasso, which is less weapony, but it's okay. Taboon, Saren, Novichol, GV, Sexatoxin, Mace. Okay, I gotta look up what a couple of these are, to be honest. Taboon is it's just like a nerve agent. Bedding manufacturer. I think it turns yellow or brown. Got Saren. That's a compound. Yeah, all these are pretty depressing. Colorless and odorless liquid. Novichol. I'm assuming fucking the FBI is gonna be on my ass for these. They're like, why is he looking this up? I'm not seeing anything in terms of color, but once again, the chemical weapon. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of all the same vibe. BV, is that even gonna give me what this is, or is it gonna give me something else? Oh no, it's giving me Google shit. BV toxin? GV nerve agent. Nope, not seeing anything in terms of just quickly in terms of like color. Maybe it looks like it might be colorless. And then Saxatoxin. Pesno. Shellfish paralytic shellfish toxin. Huh. Interesting. I guess we're just gonna be doing this purely off name. Oh, and then petrol's like gasoline, right? Kinda. Am I crazy? Gasoline. Okay, well. Oh, it's like a flammable. It meant it's like a flammable liquid, though. I don't think that really makes sense for a grass type. And well, I mean, what? Grass catches on fire pretty easily, like plants do, but I don't know. Nah, well. Okay, I gotta just narrow down some of these. Mace. I can't tell if I'm thinking of the, you know, the stick with the ball, the squeaky. The stick with the ball with the pointy bits, or if I'm thinking of like pepper spray. I don't think I'm gonna go with Mace. Too much window. Terrible joke. Not even a joke. I can't even legally call that a joke. So the boons are in Novichel, GV, Exit. They're all kind of in the same boat. Is the problem? Okay, I'm just gonna move on for the moment. We at least narrowed down a few. Yeah, that's the problem, is we get to a point where everything is kind of the same to me. Okay, then we had, next was Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja. My terrible, horrible, awful initial one was Nut, Fucks, as in PHUX, and Junk. No, that's just getting deleted off the face of the earth. I'm never looking at those again. I sort of started with Greninja where I had Tongue Flipper, then I had Delphox's Broom Kicker, and then it just turned into me like, how the fuck do I name Chestnut? So I had Kingmaker, Crownwear, Grass Toucher, Dirt Toucher, Spear Wielder, Face Cruncher, Face Puncher, and I just threw in Chestifer in there. Which, frankly, the name Chestifer is very funny, but I don't think it fits with anything else here. I do have the living decks here. Can I? I can pull up Chestnut in my living deck sheet. I think I still probably need a good nature one. Let me see. Yeah, I need a good natured out one. I'm gonna throw Chestifer in there because it's funny to me. But that is, like, not at all what I'm nicknaming this thing. See, I mean, I'm honestly okay with Tongue Flipper and Broom Kicker. It's just sort of a matter of what the fuck do I make the Chestnut. Kingmaker's interesting. Crownwear is eh. Grass Toucher's kind of funny. Dirt Toucher's just less interesting of that. Spear Wielder doesn't really fit. And then Face Cruncher and Face Puncher. I guess Face Puncher works a little bit better for me. Okay, well, we narrowed that down. And then, yeah, I ended up actually just, like, not even thinking of alternatives. I ended up really liking single for Primarina, double for Incineroar, and triple for Decidueye. That being because Primarina is this artist who makes, or like does like music, kind of sings, you know, people make singles for songs. Double for Incineroar because it's like so meta in double battles, and then triple for Decidueye for triple arrows. Triple arrows, is that what it is? Triple. I think it's a signature move that's triple. I think it's the Hisuian one. Hang on. I know there's 1,000 arrows. I get confused. There's triple arrows in move, right? I'm not going crazy. I think it's Hisuian Decidueye signature move. Triple arrows, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I just thought that worked really well. And then we had a Rillaboom, Cinderace, and then the upcoming Inteleon, where I had Bond for Inteleon, a little boring, but and then I had Band for Rillaboom, and then I had initially I put Ball for Cinderace, but I kind of like the Be Something ND, which otherwise just leaves Bend and Bund. And I guess Bend, I think, works pretty well. I mean, you bend, like, your leg to kick, but also, I don't know why I think of the movie Bend It Like Beckham. Don't ask me. I do like the name Bund, though. It's kind of funny sounding, so I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, I think we'll stick to Bend there. That one was at least an easier one. Okay, let's do a quick shiny check. Something, please. Ooh! Ooh! Just for like a luxury ball. Well, it's gonna eventually turn into a Chandelure, maybe. Hey, we take them. Not really anything I needed that badly. It's the one shiny here that I don't need, but it's silly. You know, I can't complain. And maybe we'll get a Griever or something, too. Or like a Ghastly. Those weren't even spawned in. Yeah, okay, I think we gotta change up our strat. I don't know how exactly. Griever. So far I'm doing great. I found 2 shiny Litwicks, which is the one that I don't need. I need Griever or Ghastly, and my tech is not getting me very far here. But hey, Ludwig's cute, I can't complain. It's just sort of a matter of figuring out how to go for Ghastly, I think. 'Cause that's the one I'm mostly here for. It should actually be a little bit easier to tell if Ghastly's working out. Because Haunter can spawn. The 200, 2 Ghastly. We'll know it's properly been reset if it's not bad anymore. Okay, so that's a method. The other thing is, do I want to try to do any Griever shenanigans? I should probably be taking the elevator down. Because yeah, unfortunately the teleport to the portal thing doesn't seem to be benefiting me very well. So, unfortunately, I think this is really the only way of doing this effectively. I haven't had the chance to sort of test if shiny Pokemon despawn further away than regular Pokemon. Maybe I'll try to do that if I get the chance. If we get to 2,000, I'm gonna reset. Also, hi Bridget. What you up to? For a second, I thought you meant drink. I was like, oh, you're drinking. Nice, but yeah. Doing art, doing my promo card for Art Fight. Fun, fun. Hope that's treating you okay. And not mean. Yeah, once I get one Ghastly to show up, shiny, I will test my hypothesis. Because, as you can see when we look over here, there's none. They all spawn in later. So these guys are always despawning. So if the shiny remains, we'll know that I swear they can be further away. Because that also determines if it's worth doing like the teleporter or like the TPing to the spawn spot method or not. If they can stay, then you know, gotta make the most of it. Oh wait, shoot! I meant to. I forgot I was taking notes on when I found shinies. Whoops! I'll just say like 46 minutes. We've just gotten 2, right? It's not 3. It's 2, okay, cool. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Professional streamer here. I gotta clip my reactions to going, oh, Ludwig! You know, the most important, crazy reaction a man could possibly have. Yeah, we can, we've not had luck getting, like, a, super amazing map layout for the shinies we've needed. You know, because there's a bunch of Ludwig all over the place on this map. There are, like, 3 spots with, like, a bunch of them. In like the spawn spots, there was like 6 in each of them. Haven't, and then we get like 4 Ghastly. Like we had this issue with Porygon a bit too. And Abra. So. Although, hey, I guess we didn't have the issue with Swirlix. So, like, we take it, I guess. Well, this is what we're gonna be doing. I guess I could go back to looking at the 7-star air raid starters that we got in Scarlet and going for nicknames on them. I wish I had a less mouthfully way of saying that. Alpha Ghastly. Wait. No, it's not. Okay. For a second, I thought that the Haunter looked funky, but no. Hey, I've had times before where I almost missed a shiny because I was looking at the alpha. Actually, I wonder if teleporting down to the bottom is actually enough to just despawn him. 3 and 1. I hadn't really thought of that until just now. Oh, that seems to be enough. Oh, that actually speeds things up a bit. Although we still had 3 and 1. Just to triple check. But the way they spawned, I wasn't spotting them. Oh no, that's not despawning it. I botched that slightly, whoops. Cause yeah, that one didn't spawn in it. Or was still there. Interesting. A little bit matters, eh? I think Haunter's a bit more awkward to spot than the shiny Ghastly. Ghastly should be pretty obvious. Haunter is a little weird. It's I think it's a little bit faded and it has blue mouth or something. I don't know. Something like that. I'm sure I'm not sure, but hopefully I'll recognize it if it's there. Yeah, Ghastly is a significantly less painful one to go for. Yumi! Ah! Okay. Yep. Up and down we go. And yeah, I won't be afraid to reset. I mean, I have no reason to be afraid to reset if timer gets a little lower than I'd like. I got all the time in the world. I also want to make the most of this because it's a sparkling 3. A singular shiny for my experimentation would be nice. I'll just save before I do the test anyways, and I won't even be at risk of losing the shiny. There's been a question I've wanted to ask. Or a test I wanted to run. Something like that. Damn, the double alpha Ghastly. Getting crazy out here. Feeling a little spicy. Anyway. Yeah, this Ghastly isn't an awkward spot. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. It's going good. I hope all is well for you too. Currently trying to see if I can find a shiny in the Ghastly line. I've gotten 2 Litwicks that I didn't need shiny, but that was fortunately it. Unfortunately, there's also only 4 of these, so I'm not working off a great route here, I guess, so to speak. Woo! Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sheesh. Going for the aggressive yawning. As opposed to my favorite non-aggressive yawning, you know? Yeah. Well, no luck so far. And then once we find this, yeah, I'm gonna do a quick test out of curiosity to see if shiny Pokemon despawn further away than regular Pokemon. I feel like they might, but I'm not confident on that. And the answer to that question does affect my approach for some things. Pretty heavily at that, actually. If that's the case, then I'm down to do the TP to, like, the portal method a lot, over and over again. But if not, then... Whoops! Saved it. If not, then that would just be a waste of time, and I'm kind of boned at that point. Cause yeah, the only other thing I could do is just kind of run around the whole map and do a route that way. Which would work. I don't know if there's a great way of doing that though. Maybe. I'm debating. I have to go up and down. Which is fine, I mean, I can do that. Not difficult. Just a little... I gotta be cautious of my routing. Let's see. Not cautious, but yeah, it's hard to say, because I don't know if the Greaver right over there, down that little bit, would despawn ever. Because yeah, I mean, the goal would be to... What's the last one? Oh, they're just beside each other, cool. The goal would be to maximize the amount of spawns of shiny potentials of both Greavard and Ghastly. Well, not necessarily minimizing the Litwick, but avoiding going way out of the way to where a spot would only be Litwick. So... one of these days we'll get somewhere. Pretty soon I actually will. We'll just do a reset. Try to get some time back. I mean, I could also technically test this with, like, Litwick. This theory. Which... I mean, a little less interesting, but... Yeah, I mean, you know, because I don't need the Litwick more than anything, but... It'd be the quickest thing, probably, because there are bigger groups of them and in more convenient spots. I could do the Greavard on the one end and then the Litwick on the other and go back and forth until I get a shiny. To test my distance hypothesis. I've just sort of been going off that presumption based off a Carbink incident. From, like, way back when I was playing through the game, like, before I even started the DLC. And I'd like to have actual concrete knowledge of that. Let's say when it gets to 2100, I will reset. If we don't find a shiny. I mean, if I find a shiny, I'm obviously not going to reset. Was the last one? There it is. The one was just blocking the other. Yeah, I think if we're going to do it this way, maybe we're better off trying the Greavard Litwick shenanigans. I think we'll get a result faster for the testing. Because if that's the case, we can really change our approach. Like, we can run around on the ground or something instead. Or, you know, we could rely on the teleport to the portal method. I'll do like one more lap. Yeah, this would definitely make my life better and easier to know this. Okay. Do a reset. It should go back to where we caught the Litwick, so honestly, like 10-ish minutes back, maybe a little more, which we take. Yui. Oh, I saved, I guess, when I was up here. That's fine. Doesn't conceptually change much. A little hard to spot Shiny Litwick. Okay. This is where my testing will occur. I think it's only 5 Greavard. Cool. Okay, so I just need one shiny. That's all I need here for my test. We pretty much know the distances required to despawn Pokemon. We don't even need to go all the way to the edge there, actually. We just need to get up to the corner. I only need to go, like, to that box to the right there anyway. For the Litwick in that spot to despawn. We learned that from Porygon. Down. Let's see if we can get this. I don't know how much in-game time I'm willing to put toward this. I mean, hopefully we get the Greavard over the Litwick. I mean, either works for the experiment, but Greavard's a shiny I actually need. Maybe there are 6. Numbers are hard. Yeah, last time we were here, we got like 3 shiny Baneri, which is where the Greavard were, and no Porygon, which is where the Litwick are, so obviously this time we're going to get nothing but Litwick shinies doing this. Also, not even the shiny I need to go for, but it's the testing that needs to occur. Show me Litwick. Yep, those are Litwick. Now show me Shiny Greavard! No. Okay, well, I tried. That wasn't even like reverse psychology or anything, that was just me being dumb. My lack of specificity strikes again. Yeah, so I don't think I have any shiny Greavard or Houndstone in Scarlet and Violet. This is actually a shiny I do quite want, because it's pretty nice shiny. Thankfully, it'll stand out pretty well because it is a like yellow color. So, like, I have no reason to believe I'll struggle to spot the shiny. Litwick, on the other hand, is a little bit harder to notice because it goes from like what, blue to like cyan essentially, or like purple to cyan kind of. I don't know. The flame, and that's like it. So. If I'm not looking carefully, it's easier to miss. Yeah, the sooner the better. I don't know what time point I'll reset at, but we'll see. Show me the shiny! I mean, I'd still rather get the Greaver over the Litwick. Given I have, like, what, 6 shiny Litwick, I think, at this point? And 0 Greaver. I wonder why I want the Greaver. There's no way to know. Not even the best educated guessers could put 2 and 2 together on that one. Surely we gotta get something sooner or later. Probably. Come on, Gucci Gucci Goo! Gucci Gucci Goo! Okay, 2 Alpha Greaver. Very intriguing. That's the second, like, double Alpha we've gotten recently. Because we got the double Ghastly Alpha. Well. Hey, I'm looking at the bright side, you know? I only have so much bright side stuff to go off of. During the shiny drought of 85. As in, I don't know, 85 minutes to find the shiny. Got him? Okay. Oh, Greta! Oh boy, I'm hitting that point in the night where my body, especially like doing a repetitive task, my body's like, and it's nap time. I'm like, what do you mean it's nap time? Ah. I think just the repetitive movement tires me out. Just do this to go to bed. Who knows how far I'd get in the world of shiny hunting doing that. Some point we'll have to reset. Maybe like 2300. Or not at all, ideally, because we'll find a shiny. That'd be lovely too. Oh boy. Shinies recently have been a little on the meaner side of me. This is Sparkling 3. We were having trouble with Sparkling 1. I was like, yeah, it should be fine. But, I mean, to be fair, I mean, we've been doing this for like an hour and gotten 2 shinies. It's not like that absurdly bad, but still, I'm a little impatient guy. I'm simultaneously very impatient and also very patient, so... Or maybe not, maybe stubborn. I'm impatient but stubborn. So... the weird combination. Also just determined. I might be yawning, you know, but doesn't mean I'm out of it yet. You know, all I need is one little sparkly sound effect. I'll be right back in things. Preferably a Greebird. I could also technically try a different spot just to switch things up if need be. I'll give this a few more bits. Then I will consider that. Yeah. One day we'll get there. Maybe. Or maybe I've been cursed! With the inability to easily find shinies. A curse so dreadful. So evil. That I will never manage to survive. I mean, unless I get like a shiny, that would make it easier to survive. Because yeah, it's been a bit since the last one at this point. Because the last Litwick we got, not like a crazy amount of time. 25 minutes, about. Down. You know how it be. Pretty soon we'll go for the reset. Unless we find the shiny, obviously. So far, my productivity has consisted of 2 shiny Litwicks today. Something that I already had 4 of. So, little something productive here would be nice. I haven't even had the chance to do my little test. That's how things be going. Which appears to be not ideally. Back and forth we go. Nope. The question mark, one of the question marks made me think there was a shiny Litwick in the back. It's kind of a similar color. Yeah, maybe I'll do like 2 or 3 laps and then I shouldn't. Just trying to preserve as much time as I can. Trying to have some level of optimalness. Give me the best chance at getting the shiny ghastly one. I think this will be my last run through. I'll just run over back to Greebird. So the only thing saving this reset would be a singular shiny Greebird. Just one. That's all we need to save myself from a reset. Damn. Well, yeah, apparently we're just getting unlucky out here. This is life. Ooh, excuse me. Apparently I need nap time midway through stream these days. To be fair, I'm getting old. I'm an old fart. Okay, we're gonna try another spot over this way. Don't know what the likelihood of me actually spotting a shiny Lowick is down there, but whatever. Trying this method. Come with the Lowicks down here. I'm gonna try my best. And like maybe it'll work out. The sign of confidence in someone. Yeah. Can't really get a great look at all the Lowicks. And the Greavard shouldn't be despawning and respawning to the right of me, just the ones on the left of me. Yeah. The old back and forth tech. Coming in real strong. I think I'm just getting not very ideal shiny look today. Which may be the case. Also, I run to the corner there to guarantee that everything, all four of these Greavard over here actually despawn. Otherwise, I think if they're like in the corner, they have a chance of not despawning. I don't know, is the extra time worth it? Probably? Although it's hard to say. I'm not getting too far with this. Sparkling Power just give up and decide to break? Wait. My game's like, nah, you don't need that shit anymore. I'll just pretend. Alpha Greavard's funny. I like that you can't even see the red eyes. The giant puppy. I was thinking of like Alpha Piloswine. The little like eye flaps, or the hair that covers its eyes. Yes, this is going bad. Why is the alpha still there? Is it just a coincidence? Have I not been like properly despawning those? I feel like this should be far enough. I think it's just a coincidence. But if it's still there, then I'll panic. Okay, I think that was just like weird luck. You're still getting nowhere with this. Jeez Louise. I think I've had better luck shiny hunting without sparkling powers with this. Jeez Louise. Any shinies? Not from the looks of things. Surely we can get somewhere. Please. How have I not found a shiny Litwick at least? You would think by now. I can't even get Litwick to show up. How the fuck am I supposed to get the Ghastlies to show up? Come on! Coochie coochie girl! I'm not sure when exactly I want to go for the reset. Presuming I need it, and at the rate we're going, we're gonna need it. Probably pretty soon. Might also take a quick BRB break. Frankly, more just to walk around a little to wake myself up. Apparently I get sleepy shiny hunting. Just, to be fair, yeah, it's like kind of a mindless, repetitive task, so... Just leads to me kind of relaxing. Yeah, when it's later in the day and I'm already a little sleepy from full day. When it kicks in. I think the audio, I can't believe it's starting to crackle a little bit. It might be. I might want to unplug and replug the capture card in. Maybe I'll do that while I restart the game. Just to see if that changes anything. Not too bad. Isn't it this where there's a little, like, crackle that almost seems intentional from the game? Or, like you listen to, like, Darkrai's noise, for example, and it sounds kind of crunchy. Oop, I did not mean to jump off. Well, probably a good excuse to just go for the reset. Okay. Not getting very far here. Okay, let me do a quick unplug, replug. I'll step away in just a moment. There we go. Took a second. I was like, why is it not giving me the, like, 1 moment, please, screen? There we go. Cool. Okay. Let's see. I'm just curious about a few guys here that spawn in. Okay. Give me 1 moment. I'm gonna step away, and then I'll be right back. Here be. One more second. A second. On the windows, so I might have to put something in the door if it starts opening and closing on me, but we'll see. Okay, anyway. I guess we'll go back to running back and forth by Grievard and Litwick for a little. I don't know. I don't know why we're not finding anything. The game just said, like, nah. Gotta love when it hits you with the nah. Okay. We'll see what happens. Let's just give it a go. We're bound to get a shiny sooner or later. I mean, it'll probably end up being Litwick, but like, a shiny's a shiny. Yeah, you gotta take whatever you can. I'm just trying to do the experiment to know if I can even like attempt the Ghastly method that I had in mind. Not in, well, kind of in mind. I need to, like, have a better idea of what is actually feasible, and that partially relies on if shiny Pokemon despawn further away or not than non-shiny Pokemon. Or, that, I still swear they despawn further away, but I haven't ever meaningfully tested that. So we'll see. Okay. Trying. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I have to keep resetting, I have to keep resetting, because I don't want to burn, like, a crazy amount of time doing this. But we'll see. Luck has just not really been on my side that much for whatever reason. But hey, that's life. It's life. Just keep doing the old back and forth arena. Yeah, I mean, maybe by like 2400 we'll reset if we don't get anything. Maybe I just need to go back to working on the 7-star terror raids, starter nicknames in Scarlet, the unrivaled ones. Screw us. Let's just do a little bit of that. Yeah, we were rocking. Yeah, the whole Mighty Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise thing was giving me a little bit of trouble. Because, yeah, it's either red, green, blue, 369, or Overwatch Ultimates. Which, honestly, like, I like the idea of the Overwatch Ultimate ones. It's just sort of finding the right combo. Because Venusaur, we had Orbital Ray, Tree of Life, and Sanctuary. Charizard, we had Gravitic, Flux Barrage, and Protocol. And Blastoise, we had Death Blossom / Blossom or Artillery. Yeah, that's where it gets a little tricky. Cause I kind of like, yeah, like Orbital Ray, Gravitic, Flux, Death Blossom. Cause, you know, it's 2 words kind of mashed together. I kind of lean away from... I like Sanctuary for Venusaur. I lean away from Tree of Life. Just because that also, I feel like, has other contexts. Not that Sanctuary has... Like, oh wow, that has other context too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna do Blossom. I mean, Blossom actually works fine, but it would have to be, what? Sanctuary, Protocol, Blossom, maybe? I don't really care for Artillery. I don't think I care for Barrage. I don't care for Tree of Life. Like, we can knock all those out. I think. Try to do this 2 things at once tech. Okay. Well, now I just got... Dude, why can we not find a shiny? Like, what's happening here? I swear, we've had, like, all sorts of crazy luck for, like, the longest time. Now that I'm actually hunting, the game's just like, nah, I don't care. Oh, you got a Sparkling Power 3? Didn't care, didn't ask. We've had, like, worse luck with this than with the 1 and 2 Sparkling Powers. I mean, we did get the 2 Litwick, but that was just by teleporting and not what we needed. So, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I still definitely lean... I think I lean toward the Overwatch alt stuff for the Gen 1 starters. I think we get a red, green, blue, and 369, and we just kind of pick one or the other in terms of the alt situations. Or we either go, yeah, Orbital Ray, Gravitic Flux, and Death Blossom, or Sanctuary, Protocol, Blossom. I'm honestly leaning for, like, okay. The one reason I prefer, like, the full names of the Orbital Ray, Gravitic Flux, and Death Blossom is because if I come back in 3 years, I can figure out what I was doing with that. I'm worried if I see Sanctuary, Protocol, and Blossom in 3 years, I'm not going to even recognize that it was supposed to be an Overwatch reference. That's my one fear, I think. But I think I like the names more. Because, yeah, it's like, High Sanctuary, Override Protocol, and Death Blossom would be the full names, but, like, 2 out of the 3 of those don't fit. So... Also, 2 out of the 3 of those are much newer characters. I think let's just lock in. Blossom on Blastoise is kind of a weird name, I guess, but I like Sanctuary for Venusaur and Protocol for Charizard. Feels interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, I just gotta lock shit in. Okay, Subtile Blaziken, Swampert. Okay, we had Chop, Kick, and Chuck. We had Sunk, Sink, Sank. And backwards, sideways, forward. Sing Sung Sank, while funny, doesn't really make any sense for anyone other than Womford, I feel like. And then I feel like Top Kick Chuck is just boring. I want to write down Sing Sank and Sung for like future me as like some Evo line or something. I feel like it would work better in that context. Try to run back and forth and do shit in Google spreadsheets. Especially copying and pasting things. I mean, I don't necessarily need 2 hands for that. I can do the right-click method, but you know, I want to use my damn hotkeys. I learned them. Yeah, and then, I mean, Chop, Kick, and Chuck is just kind of boring as well. Backward, Sideways, and Forwards I'm not, like, super in love with, to be honest. But it's better than any of the other things. I mean, I can always revisit this and a bit. Anyways, yeah, we have Eucalyptus for Torterra because it's a plant. It's a plant type. We're looking at Infernape. We have Tapunoli, which is a type of orangutan, or Gibbon, which is a type of monkey. Tapunoli, I think, sounds more interesting, but I think Gibbon is kind of a goofy name, and I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna go with that. This has been like actually kind of a weird shiny drought for a level 3. I'm like kind of surprised. I will keep Tapunoli. We get to play a game called I don't know what the fuck that is in a while. I guess I could leave a note, but you know. Type of ring. Tang. That does not look like how you're supposed to spell orangutan. Is it? Okay, wait. How do I spell orang? Am I saying orangutan? Is it like orangutan? Or like orang? There's a G in orangutan. I wrote orangutan. Orangutan. Orin. Orin Gutan Guta. Okay, yeah, yeah, there's no G at the end. I don't know where I got that from. Just general bad spelling tech. Okay. And then Empoleon's probably the trickier one, because we have to do a penguin type, and we had Gen 2, Galapagos, Humboldt, and Rockhopper. None of those, like... I don't know. I like all of them. Part of me keeps saying, I'm like, maybe I should get rid of Galapagos, because it... You don't think of the penguin, you think of the islands. What is the name? I like it. I don't know. I should do a reset in just a moment here. You just have not been getting anywhere with this. I'm kind of worried the longer I wait that I'm going to wait, you know, a bunch of calories in game, and then I'm just going to end up finding a shiny Litwick. As opposed to, like, a Greebird. So... Okay, I'm going to reset. Gen 2 Galapagos, Humboldt, Rockhopper. I mean, I could look up what each of the penguins look like, but I don't think I that much. Maybe I mean, I could avoid Gen 2 and Galapagos because we have Gibbon with a G already, and we have the E. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, an F. Name. I do like Rockhop. Maybe I think I lean more actually toward Gen 2 or I don't know, it could be Gen 2. just do like the thing we're supposed to be here for first, which is Ghastly. Let's try one of these again. Kind of just spicing things up. I gotta keep myself kind of engaged. Yeah, I think I lean toward... I should probably look up if he's Gen 2 or Gen 2. I would assume it's Gen 2, but that's coming from someone who is bad at assuming. So. I mean, his spelling's not my strong, so I don't know why pronouncing things correctly would be. I'll also leave a note for future me, just saying it's a type of penguin. Just so future me is not as confused. And we get the little teleporters as a chance to type stuff. I don't know why I say we so much when referring to myself. I think it's really just a streaming thing that caught on I think it started honestly even further back doing like shitty Let's Streams as a kid on YouTube and saying we is like a, you know, me and the audience type of vibe. I think I do that in real life too. I sometimes say we when I just mean I. I think it's that happens less often, but I'm like gotta include the audience, you know. Alright, we'll come back to Empoleon, I guess. We gotta narrow down. So Samurai, we had a Gion or Nestock. For Ember, we had a Javelin or a Pike. And then we were all over the place. With Serperior, we had Petrol, Whip, Noose, Lasso, Taboon, Terran, Novichel, GB, and Saxotoxin. So, yeah, as I said, all over the place. I think I like Javelin more than Pike. And I think I like Estoc more than Gion. I mean, some of that's probably just partially me, you know, what I think I can say. What kind of Pokeballs for Shalfa Dondozo? Ooh. I mean, I like to go with the fancier balls when I get the cooler Pokemon, typically, so I'd say maybe like Level Ball. But even then, I think probably Ultra Ball or Premier Ball could work. I mean, I think my gut tells me Level Ball, even if the colors don't fully match, just because it's fancier. Otherwise, I think I could see Premier Ball looking pretty good too. I'd say one of those too, unless Level Ball is my go-to. Cool. Then I think go with your gut on that. I think all of them, multiple options work. And congrats on the Shiny Alpha Dondozo, that's pretty sick. Bring over Estoc in a second. But one of these days I'll actually get anything like this. Yeah, they're not the nicest fellas right now. Yeah. Only 2 more shiny Alpha Tatsus? Okay, good luck with that! Speaking of alphas that aren't shiny, Haunter! Okay, I've been botching that left and right, so that was bound to happen. What happens when I'm only half paying attention? I can't run in a straight... I can barely run in a fucking straight line when I'm paying attention. How am I supposed to do it when I'm not paying attention? I'm also leaving a note for GN. I guess I'm leaving a note that's like type of sword. I don't know if it's... I would assume it's a sword? I mean, I don't know if it like classifies as... Okay, Angry Litwick coming after me. Classifies as some other thing, but... What's wrong with that? Oh my... One day. One day I will run straight. Okay. And the only other thing, yeah, we had left outside of... Oh, yeah, we just look at Superior. Wait. Okay, this Limerick wants me dead. I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, so we have S-Stock and Javelin. I mean, we have fancier sounding things. Which makes me want to lean away from, like, Whip or Lasso, to be honest. Even if... I think Whip actually works pretty well. I think Lasso just feels like a less weapon-y version of Whip. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that. If they're kind of handheld weapons. As if, like, chemical warfare would be considered handheld weaponry, but you know what? I had to make some stretches in here. I don't know. This is where I struggle. Okay, I think, you know what, to start, I need to remove... So we have, like, 5 different chemicals. I think I need to narrow that down to 1 or 2. So I had Taboon, Sarin, Novichol, GV, and Saxitoxin. I feel like Novichol sounds just a tad too... Russian for Superior's vibe. I think that's because it was... I think it was discovered in Russia, but I could be mistaken. So I think I'm gonna do that in 1 second here. I botched a copy and paste job. Oop, I didn't run. Well, hopefully... No, okay. I'm doing great. Leave me alone, Mama, please. I wonder if that's too simple for my liking. I'm gonna say no to that. Saxitoxin feel a little too on the nose. Then I get kind of locked between Tedwin and Sarah, and then I'm like, I don't fucking know. I think that's my hesitation, is I could kind of just pick either or. Google maybe Saxitoxin briefly again. Really just get on that FBI watch list, you know? At least I'm not Googling how to make it. That would scare somebody, and now YouTube's on my ass. They're sending it to the FBI. They're like, yeah, we detected a string of words that are problematic. Oh, yes, this has to do with shellfish. And, like, algae and shit, it looks like. How specific do I want to be, though? Although this makes it sound less like it was used as like a nerve agent, like a weapon per se. Maybe it has been. I really don't know. You know, I'm gonna say no to it because it seems less weapony than some of the other chemicals. Okay, I kind of want to look up the other two again. I know I'm not being crazy efficient here. There's Taboon, which might not even be how you say that, and Sarin, Tarin, it's fucking fine now. He has a chemical weapon. Pretty soon I'm going for the reset. It's kind of crazy we haven't gotten a shiny in just like ages. Pretty soon I might be at a point where I have to go back to the teleport method and see what happens. And test it as it works itself out. I mean, the other thing is to take a longer kind of route. I definitely could. It's just a little hard to confirm what's like respawning properly. We could try it though. Oh, like it's awkward for nicknaming, which is super important. I don't know, Taboon and Sarin are kind of the same vibe to me. Oh yeah, and then we had Petro Whip and Noose. Noose is so aggressive, but it's kind of fun. Not really a handheld weapon, but neither are the chemical warfare agent thingies, nerve agents. Do one more run back and forth. I mean, Petrol's a much simpler name. Yeah, this one's giving me trouble. I think I just need to pick one. Hello, welcome. Currently trying to shiny hunt primarily Ghastly, but also a Griever to some extent. I've not had very good luck today, but his life. I'm gonna try like a slightly different route here just to see if that gets me anywhere. So, I'm also one thing here for a nickname related thing. Hang on. Give me one quick sec here, sorry. I was also trying to come up with some nicknames for a few Pokemon. Hang on. And I was adding notes to a spreadsheet for potential nicknames, and I wanted to actually write down what some of them were. There we go. Okay, perfect. Just got done beating Mega Meowstic after 3 tries. Yeah, Mega Meowstic was a painful one. That one was not a very nice one. I think it's partially just because its shield is very jank. In the way like that, like at least I had problems with that. So I think that's the only like Mega that I lost to, I want to say. I don't remember. Maybe I lost like one other one at some point. Oh, we got that cleared. I guess we're just gonna try this route. Is that even gonna be despawning things? I think you gotta tweak the route slightly. Wowf, wowf, greeby, so true. Now, if only I could get anything to be shiny. Okay, they're not spawned in. That's at least good. Trying a larger, more encompassing route. No hard hopes of the what? What? I don't think that helps at all! I'm hoping the Greebird spawns. Or isn't, or despawns. I know what I'm trying to do. Wolf to you too, wolf to you too. we're just going for a route where we see a lot. In hopes that that kind of works itself out. Trying every tech in the book, you know? Not sure how many of them are working. We gotta try it. Oh, I should be also looking below me too, here. Yeah, we're basically seeing most of the map doing this. Bubby, so true. Quick, pop quiz. What does Shiny Greavard look like? Okay, that's the pop quiz for the day. Yellow like delicious corn. Okay, not the metaphor I would have expected, but you know what? Oh wait, actually it's a simile used like. Oh yeah, no, these are spawning in when we're coming over here. Okay, cool. Surely I can find a shiny one, basically. I mean, we're seeing, yeah, as I said, most of the shinies. We're rocking a Sparkling Power 3 for crying out loud. At this point, I'm looking for a shiny just to test how the shiny distances work. Oh wait, okay, hang on one sec. Y'all like the color of the text used by one of the Toucan heartthrobs in Half-Life VR? AI, the other heartthrob being, of course, Dr. Coomer, hashtag true. I mean, hey. Hey, wait. Yellow, is that Tommy? I already forgot. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to the text colors. Tommy? Was he your Tamami? Got him. God, you wish. You know, hey. Hey, whatever gets the tailpipe roaring. Don't know what any of that meant, what I just said, but hey. It's out there, you have to interpret it. Oh, fuck, no. There we go. And no shinies up here. Surely, just something. One of these days. Come on, no, okay. Yep, we got 4 more Greavard. Come on, other Greavard. No. Okay, I don't know how much I want to worry about the lower Litwick. Woof! So true, dog. Yeah, like, I don't know how much I want to worry about looking down, because the Litwick are kind of hard to spot anyway. And I already have enough shinies for the full line. Like, I think it's more efficient to just keep moving. Just trying to make sure I get far enough away from the Greavards. Come on, shiny Greavard. Another chance for shiny Greavard. Okay, wow. Shiny Litwick? I think it's been like over an hour since I've gotten a shiny. The game just decided to remove all of my luck. They like take this shiny charm out of my bag without me noticing? Like, what's happening? Well, no, I guess it didn't. Okay, so I have to test this real quick. Probably should have planned this better. Hang on. Give me a second. I need him to not be aggro so I can say, okay. Cool. Okay, let me do a quick test on like how distances work with despawning shinies. Okay, so it's still there. Cool. Let's say we run all the way over to where would normally despawn the other Litwick. Will that despawn it? I don't think it did. Wow, we're getting double sparkles. I mean, unless... Here, I'm gonna do another run or two. Just to make sure that wasn't, like, comically hilarious luck where I got two shiny or Litwicks back to back. But I'm pretty sure they have a further despawn distance. Yeah, I think that's pretty safe. One more try, just in case I got, like, 3 in a row! But I'm pretty confident that they despawn at a further distance. Which means that if I were to... Okay, it just didn't do the sound effect because it's further back there. If I were to spawn a shiny Ghastly while on the ground and run far enough away that the others would despawn, the shiny Ghastly should not despawn. That is what I wanted to know. Okay. That is very, very helpful information. And that is what I thought. I had that theory because of a Carbink way, like, 200 hours of gameplay earlier, where a shiny one was, like, pretty far away when I found it. So, that is... Yeah, no, that's very helpful to know. We take them. Okay, let's go catch this little guy now. Hello! Let's try a repeat ball. I don't think I've caught any of them in repeat balls yet. Yay! Shiny Litwick number 3! Pog! Okay, and now it can commit to the portal, like the teleport method, much more confidently. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna write down when I found this. Okay, the other thing I could quickly test... How do I know if Ghastly are spawning? Or, like, are spawning up there? Idea. Okay, I'm only hearing Litwick at the moment. It's gonna be really funny if this is when I find the shiny Ghastly. When I've turned off all of my sound effects to try to listen for Ghastly. It is funny hearing him. Okay. What do they sound like? Okay. So if we run all the way back here, we'll despawn him. It's so weird with no other sound effects. That should despawn him. Okay. I heard a Creeford. I don't think I'm hearing Ghastly. The other thing I could do is go faint all of the Litwick real quick. Okay, I'm gonna reset real quick. I don't think fainting Pokemon would reset. Or wouldn't do like an autosave, but I want to be safe. Because, yeah, I need to know if there is a way to spawn Ghastly on the ground. Because if there isn't, that could be a problem too. For my crazy technique here. In which case I have to figure out something else. Open setting, not tourist tips. Oh, excuse me. Okay. It's so weird without sounds. It doesn't look like there were any autosaves. I think it's just if you catch something. So yeah, unfortunately I have to be kind of mean here, but don't worry, I'll respawn and I'll reset and that'll respawn all of them. The collective roof. This is kind of funny. I got one more batch. The noises are very funny. Let's see. Can we get both of them here? Cool. Okay, I need to make sure the Ghastlies actually despawn. But there's no more noise. Okay, man, I'm hearing Ghastly, but I think that's because they're probably in a weird position. Okay, so I know coming all the way over here despawns them. Assuming there's none, like, chasing me weirdly. This should make it easier to hear if there's Ghastly that spawn. They're anywhere that they do. I don't think zooming in my camera would change how this works, but I'm curious because I guess if one like pokes over the corner, I'll have a better time seeing it. Don't think they spawn when I'm down here. I mean, they could, I just don't hear it. But I don't know how I check. I mean, I'm hearing Litwick over there even. Surely I'd hear one. I mean, now I'm probably too far away, but right over here. I'm not hearing anything. Because, like, when I was over here, like, I can hear Litwick all the way over here, right? So surely if Ghastly was up there, I'd hear it. There's a way to get any higher, unfortunately. I think this, unfortunately, isn't going to spawn him. Give me a little bit more testing here. I guess I'm keeping the sound like this for funsies. I don't see any here. And unfortunately, the behavior of Ghastly spawns work. Oh, Angry Birds already. It works differently. Like things despawn further away than things spawning in, if that makes sense. We have Ghastly spawning. I'm trying to figure out where can I go. Okay, so we see him, we see him, we see him. It just okay, perfect. Oh yeah, so okay, so they despawn if we try to climb that elevator. Yeah, there's not like a good place to confirm shit. I think we just have to fumble around and see if there's a spot. Yeah, okay. That complicates things. Like, I think this... I'm pretty sure Grieverd shouldn't be too bad. But I'm kind of fucked on Ghastly. Just based off how this is going. Okay, one more test. We have him here. I'm pretty sure, like, there's still... Some of them... Some might despawn. Like, if I really hug the wall... They might not despawn. I'm gonna try one more time. See if I can get something to show up. Okay, just for me. The less noise I could potentially be hearing, the better. Okay. I'm hearing Litwick. I can't do any, like, zoom in tech. Okay, because if we really hug the wall close, theoretically we should see Ghastly or Hunter or something, like one of them. Oh, I can do that? Okay, well, hang on. Testing real quick, sorry. Not exactly how I would intended to do this, but I guess that would work. Oh. Well, that's not bad. I literally just have to walk to this corner. There's a faster way to get up here to do, like, teleport resets, but there really isn't. My one other idea that I'm going to try that I don't think is going to make a difference is using this teleport to get just a tiny bit of height. Because, yeah, I don't think they're up there. Wait. That's like okay. We're going full investigation mode. Nah, a little bit of height doesn't matter. I think this would be, like, too far away. Because I'm like, if we can get, like, a bit of height... Fortunately, there's no way to get up there. Trying to see if I can think of something really quick. But if I'm doing it this way, I need the teleporter to, Alright, I need a way to do it quickly. Even this isn't spawning the Ghastly, it looks like. Yeah, okay, height must fuck with this. Ooh. Wow, you would have thought that would have been close enough. I'm kind of surprised that that didn't do it even. Not that that would have been an actual viable, efficient strategy, but it is interesting. Oh, fuck! I can't get that! I'm okay, I think, letting this go. I think I've wasted too much time. Sorry, buddy. Well, I can do the one more shiny distance test. Because I actually think that the Greavard won't be that hard to get the shinies for. That's why I'm, like, willing to let it go. Because I think going this method, we actually last time may have accidentally spawned, okay, yeah. We know that works like that. Hello, Greavard. You know what? We'll get it in its natural habitat. We'll get one to show up later. I'm honestly not that worried, to be honest. Because I think we got him to show up, the Baniri last time, by, like, running into this corner. Like, I think there's multiple approaches. Wait, does that mean... Hold on. The Greavard above, do they spawn when I teleport in? Because those 4 Greavant would realistically be enough to just be able to soft reset hunt it. The soft reset hunt, I think, literally only gets the Lewick. Wow, that's annoying. I'm realizing now that the small maps are going to be significantly better for this method. Litwick. Wow, okay. I was curious if that tiny bit of height mattered. It doesn't. I think, like, if I wanted to shiny hunt Greedent this way, what would be the most efficient way of doing that? Ignore the Greedent there. I mean, I could... I don't know if teleport resetting... We have to test. I think these guys are too far. Although I could actually, as I was sort of alluding to, I could run to this corner and reset. But that doesn't help with the ones up there. That'd be 6. I don't know if that'd be much faster than... I guess this would not be better at that point just to run the teleporter back and forth and then run to this corner. Let me wait. Let me despawn those guys real quick. I mean, hey, I'm having fun with the experimentation. I kind of like the science of all this. Here, I'll look away. So the Greavard over here should not have spawned yet. Oh. I might not actually have to move from the teleporter even. Hold on. Wait. I heard him immediately. Yeah, they're there. No, okay. I think. Hope it's not the hope it's not the shiny fucking things up. It shouldn't be. okay, so my testing is, yeah, no, we can get these guys without much hassle. I mean, yes, I could just catch these guys now, but I think I have to prioritize the Ghastly. That's so funny. Hey, buddy. Hi. That's funny. Okay, we're gonna reset. I think we have to prioritize Ghastly still. Yeah, no, I mean we can pretty easily hunt those though. I mean, I could even run forward slightly, and because it's better than doing the teleport to the spawn method, because yeah, we would have lost it. I mean, I probably could have taken that, but sorry, I should. Hang on. Yeah, okay. Okay, we have a better method for Ghastly now. But yeah, no, sorry, I was saying, like, doing the teleport method, or like teleporting to spawn or the portal, is actually worse than just doing the teleporter back and forth. Because every time we teleport, we lose a little bit of time from, like, the saving. So I'm getting, like, more and more good. I'm getting better and better at like, min-maxing the shit out of Shinies. Because every little bit teaches me something, I feel like. I'm always learning something new. And that is quite helpful. Yeah, I have a better idea of the height thing now, and honestly, just knowing the fact that Shinies despawn further away than regular Pokemon opens a good amount of windows up for possibilities. And that Shinies don't respawn when you teleport. Like, I don't know how much bigger of a difference it is, so, like, I'm obviously... I mean, I'd have to test it on, like, a large map and run literally from one end to the other at some point. If I want to be, like, 100% certain. Actually, wait. Even if I don't see all four of them, I'm perfectly safe to run back. I just need them to spawn in quickly. Because if it's a shiny around, like, the corner that I'm not seeing, it won't despawn. I just need to wait a sec. Oh, wow, okay. Hold on. That's pretty, helpful. Oh, wow, yeah, this distance thing is huge, too. And then, yeah, knowing that the way that, like, you pretty much have to be on the same height, which might make the small maps the best, because there's, like, no verticality with the spawns. Okay, wow. I think I'm learning so much. Yeah, honestly, no, that is super helpful. Because it takes a lot of, like, potential risk out of situations, too, of, like, going fast back and forth. Like, I don't even need to look for shinies, because if there is a shiny in a lot of these cases, I'll see it later. Or I'll hear it later, and it won't matter. So, yeah, we didn't get that much in terms of shiny. I mean, we got, what, 3 Litwick? That's pretty good. Yeah, no, we've learned a lot about shiny hunting recently. Just through like trial and error. And I think that we realistically only need the one Ghastly like desperately, or Haunter or whatever, to turn to Gengar, and the other two in the line are just sort of nice bonuses. Because I'm sure if we really wanted, we could find like a Ghastly in a small area and just use a Ghost one and just teleport over and over and over again until we found him. So after I have in a couple minutes, I'll probably go for like 2 or 3 more minutes. But this sets us up really well for tomorrow. Oh, yeah, so we couldn't use the teleport method like I was initially hoping. I mean, that explains why we're only finding shiny Litwick doing that, because I think the one ingredient's a little too far, I'm pretty sure. And the one is at a higher elevation, so they're not spawning in. Yeah, and doing that sound check at points could be generally helpful. That would also explain why the Spritzy, when we were doing the fairy area, the 2 that were like right up the ladder became shiny, but the 2 higher than them, there was like little ladder, second like ladder up, never were shiny. Even though I was like, they probably odds are should have had one of them shiny by now, but they probably literally just never were spawning from that. But yeah, doing like a sound check is actually pretty useful, I think, for trying to determine if something is viable or not. As long as I'm willing to risk potentially finding a shiny that I don't want to keep for the sake of time efficiency. But yeah, given how easy it looks like Greaver will be, I'm like not worried in the slightest. Because frankly, I might be able to just like mash A. I might not even have to move. I probably will to be safe, but I could try it for a bit and just see. Out of curiosity. Not tonight anymore, but... Ah! Okay, well I have to deal with that. Okay, I saved it, it's fine. It's fun, that's all that counts. That's all that matters. I feel so smart. Ignore the part where I, like, reset over, not 1, but 2 shinies, but, like, still, I feel so smart. Because, yeah, once we get all the shinies, then I can just comically goof around and go for a ton of Litwick or Groover shinies. Which is just funny. Down. We just need some... I mean, this is still going to be a little painful for Ghastly, but we found a way to do this pretty efficiently, I'd say. And now we know exactly what we're doing, and we know that there's no risks of a shiny despawning. We know that teleporting the spawn won't work. And we found a slightly fast, like a significantly faster path, honestly. So we were running all the way up to like the bush over there to see him. Because also the angle was worse. But I didn't even need to be worried about seeing him then. Because if there was one, it wouldn't have despawned. So I want to make sure that all 4 things spawn ideally. Like, I don't want to do run to the corner and run back because they might not all spawn in fast enough. But I guess I gotta wait to see at least like one of them spawn in. And I need to keep a general eye out for shinies, because if a shiny is taking up a slot, it's not gonna be, you know, nothing else. I'm only shiny hunting 3 slots at that point, and they're gonna have to respawn in that spot. You know, we just got a pretty unlucky Ghastly spot, admittedly. You know, there's only so much you can do about it. Yeah, I'm guessing, unfortunately, with where the portal is right now, when we teleport, we probably are literally only, like, respawning the Litwick that are, like, right behind it. Maybe the one to the side, that's, like, to the right of it, when we're facing out from the portal, but, like, kind of where by the Ghastly are. But I kind of doubt it. I don't know, I'm just proud that I feel smart, you know? That's all I'm... About a hunter that time. That's all I'm happy about, is I get to feel smart. I just gotta really make sure I don't save here. I did that once with the... Psychic arrow, maybe? And I felt really stupid, so... I just kind of saved by instinct. Happens to me. Yeah, a lot of this time is spent on the teleporter. Which means the in-game clock runs down kind of slow. Makes my life easier as well. It'd be cool to be able to just quickly end on a shiny. I go until like 2,000 calories in game. Any luck? Yes, but no. To elaborate, I was doing some experimentation, which was completely running down the clock. And in the process of doing the experimentation, I found not one, but 2 shiny Greavard. But because I wasted so much time, I reset on them. But I did find a way to get them very easily. So I'm not really concerned about them. I'm much more concerned about the Ghastly line. I know, it sounds bad. But trust me, it's a very low effort shiny hunt. I only gave up because I'm really trying to get the Ghastly. Like, that's my priority right now. And having a lot more in-game time for that is much more important than having a lot of in-game time for the Greavard. Because of the way things like work out. No, I totally get that. Here, wait, you know, for shits and giggles, hang on. I gotta do a reset anyway. I'll do like 2 minutes just to kind of show you what the general like routing is. Let me just see what the last one is before I do that. Yeah, I'll do it real quick and then I'll call it. But the good news is I took photos of them, so they look really cute at least. So there's evidence that they did exist. And I will probably clip it because my reaction to finding a second one was kind of funny, because I'm like, okay. Okay, so this is how the shiny hunt works. Ready? Ready? Oh wait, shit, I went the wrong way. This is the high-tech shiny hunt that I have to do. I don't actually think I think I can get away with just this. Because I can hear them. Or not. There they are. Okay, maybe I need to move a little bit. And so, because I found out that shinies despawn further away than regular Pokemon, there's no risk of me losing a shiny doing this, but all of the other non-shinies will despawn by me doing it this way. The same technically goes for Ludwig, although I don't think I'm running far enough to despawn him, and I don't really need them that much, because I have like 6 of them now. Okay, I'll just check just on the off chance we got one, and then I gotta call it. See, boom, it's that easy. They'll show up. Right, doggy? You're gonna turn up a shiny. You're gonna be shiny. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have to put me. No! I'm too busy living! Hi, guys! See, they're friendly. Oh, puppies! Oh, that one got bored. This one's enthralled by me. Okay, well, I'll leave you guys to your natural habitats. I have to go. I'm gonna run over here to log or close the game so I don't feel mean. Okay, yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. So yeah, tomorrow we'll pretty heavily focus on going for Shiny Ghastly and maybe some Griever, depending on how the Ghastly's going. Okay, just go from there. So yeah, it's gonna wrap things up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm streaming again tomorrow as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching and goodbye.